My name is Meridian, and this is my C3 presentation of my ceramics. Why I chose ceramics? Ceramics was sort of just always interests me, and last year I took ceramics 1 and 2 with Miss Jimerson, and I just kind of fell in love, and it was sort of like a stress reliever for me at the end of the day. And so I decided to do a more sort of independent and advanced sort of personalized ceramics thing this year. So the kiln is a very important part of ceramics because you need it to put glaze on your pieces and harden them and really finalize and create them. So Miss Jimerson taught me and Allie. She was sort of my little partner in the ceramics this year, and she taught us all what all the buttons meant and how preheating the kiln is very important because if you don't, it can like explode your pieces, which is not good. So this year I really wanted to focus on working on the wheel because I didn't get to do it too much last year in a bigger class because we only have 2 wheels. So I worked on the wheel quite a bit this year, and I think the most important part of that is centering your pieces because if it's not centered, then it gets all wobbly and messed up. So I had a lot of fun working on the wheel. Here's one of my pieces I made on the wheel. It's just a simple bowl, and then I decided to put some flowers on it for glaze, and it came out pretty well. I like how it turned out. Here's another little bowl I made. I wanted like a little dip bowl because I didn't really have any at home, so I decided to make a little bowl. And what's cool about this glaze I used is it's really one color, but after you put it in the kiln, it sort of changes into this green-brown sort of mixture, which I really like. Then this is another one of my first projects I made, which is a teacup and a teapot. The teapot is actually a coil pot, but the teacup I made on the wheel and then added the handle later on. And the little plates I also made with like hand building. And this was a terracotta clay instead of just the plain old gray clay you normally used. So you can see how it changes in the last picture, how it's sort of like red, and that just has a clear glaze on top of it. So then here is a little video. I don't know if it'll play. So here are a few more wheel projects. Another bowl and cup. And so in the first picture, you can see how the bottoms of it are really rough. After they get like leather hard is when I'll scrape that off and make it look more finalized like in the other picture. So here are some more hand building things that I did this year. I made a box with a flower and grass, sort of like an outdoor scene. And that one I had some complications with because I forgot to take the cover off it when I put it in the kiln, so it stuck. So I had to like pry it apart. But I got it to work in the end. And then I have a little sunflower. I don't have the end picture of it with it glazed and everything, but I like how it came out. Here is Squirt, the turtle from like Finding Dory or Finding Nemo. I just really liked him as a character and thought I'd build him. So he's again made out of terracotta clay, which is different than most of the other pieces. And he took forever to glaze because of all the little spots and everything. But I think he came out really cute. Then this was actually for an English project, but I made a cow. And the cool thing about this is it's actually hollow, so it's not like super heavy, and I didn't use a lot of clay. And I had some problems with the ears staying on with this because they kept drying faster than the rest and they'd break off. But in the end, I glued them back on and looks pretty good. And that is all.